This red dot in the front is Sparky. He's severely diabetic. Today, I want to share our journey of living with a diabetic dog and our daily routines, the challenges we have faced, and the lessons we have learned along the way. My hope is our experience will resonate with those who are navigating the complexities of caring for a diabetic dog. Sparky came into our lives about 5 years ago when he was 4. A rare Irish setter in a world dominated by golden retrievers and Labradors. I often run into older people who always wanted to pat him and fondly recall how they grew up with Irish setters. Last year, we went to the vet for a routine check. He came home with a diagnosis of severe diabetes. His glucose level was off the chart. It is so high, the meter won't even register. Our life has changed since that day. We used to take him on long hikes regularly. He did 20-mile hikes with us and even summited 12,000 feet peaks on more than one occasion. He's also a big foodie. We used to give him whatever he wanted to eat. Now suddenly he's only allowed to eat limited prescription-based dog food. I feel so sorry for him. It breaks my heart that I can no longer feed him whenever he barks for food. One of the toughest moments was watching Sparky lose his sight. I remember sitting on a meadow one day and looking at him. He was looking at me, but I knew he saw nothing. My eyes welled up. I gave him a kiss, picked him up. We continued on the trail. I have since long passed the initial psychological shocking stage. I try to rationalize. He doesn't understand things like us humans. He's not like, oh gee, I'm blind, what I'm gonna do? I can't go to work, someone will have to look after me. None of that. I'm sure he's bothered that he can't see, but he uses other senses to cope with it. His primary concerns are food, water, and shelter. We take care of that for him. He now lies down most of the time at home. We still take him out on daily walks. We gave him insulin shots twice a day and gave him prescription food right after that. We also gave him some chicken white meat. I don't see it directly increases his glucose. I don't know if that's the right thing to do though, but I thought while he's with us, he deserves some minimum enjoyment with his life. We buy syringes from Costco, but insulin is cheaper from Walmart. No prescription is required. We use a button monitor to watch his glucose level. I buy the buttons from Costco. I stock them when they're on sale. With the button, we can monitor his glucose level real time, so we don't accidentally give him a shot when his glucose level is low. Instead of a clipper, I do have a clipper, but I like scissor better now. And this is the glue. It's kind of a super glue I'm going to use. And I'll show you how I'm going to use this. As you can see, he already has a button, but this button is supposed to last for 14 days, but this is 7th day, so it's already stopped working. So I need to replace one. Put a new one in. I left the old button in for the time being because it is still tightly glued to his skin. I'm gonna put a boy. Good boy. I use scissors now because the clipper leaves a big ugly patch on his back. Good boy. Like alcohol to clean this up. Now I stop. Although this one, the button comes with glue on one side. This is how you open up the. Line up this with this. Press it on. This is what it looks like. Once you pull it out, this is what it looks like. And here, putting glue on here. You can see the glue is coming out. Don't put too much, because it can stick it. It's gonna stick to his skin, and it will hurt him when you try to remove it. So, around the entire circle. Good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Good boy, good boy. One important thing we have learned is that walking can dramatically reduce its glucose level. Since we love hiking, we try to take advantage of this helpful tool.
This way. This way.
We figured out an unscientific formula. If the glucose reading is about 200, we walk him a mile or so. If the reading is 200 to 300, we walk him about 2 miles. If the reading is 300 or higher, we walk him like 3, 4, or even 5 miles. As you can see from this screenshot, I walked him in the morning and at night when his blood sugar level spiked. Walking alone is by no means a magic formula, but we're happy whenever we see it works. Oh, by the way, Sparky is a survivor. He was lost in the mountains 2 years ago. He survived for more than 2 weeks through 2 major snowstorms. I took a whole week off from my work, camped through the storms. We trekked perhaps 40 miles total in the knee-deep snow searching for him. With the help of a local charity, we set up 4 baiting stations with cameras, only to watch coyotes and mountain lions devouring the baits. Eventually, a local pastor found him on a remote dirt road. Speaking of divine intervention. During the search in the storms, we observed some unbelievable scenes. Some were violent, some were majestic and poetic. We cherished every moment of it. I always wonder, if not in a situation like this, will I ever go out of my own way to experience it? For that, I am indebted to Sparky for inviting us for such an out-of-the-world adventure. Sparky will be turning 9 in 1 month. That will turn him into 60s in human years. I hope he will continue to go strong. We can still walk him to keep his diabetes in check, so he can have many more happy returns of the day. Allow me to emphasize that any actions we take regarding Sparky are solely based on our personal experience. While it's possible that our approach may not represent the best practice, I strongly advise consulting a medical professional if your diabetic pets require treatment. Thank you for watching.